In order to maintain peace between natives and Spanish colonists, which of the following actions were taken? Stop their regulation of Indian labor. Natives were allowed to practice their rituals. Natives were allowed to own land. All right, so all of the above. Okay, all of the below. Sorry, all of the below. So natives were allowed to own land and practice their religion. The Spaniards stopped regulating Indian labor. So we can consider this the rise and the fall of the encomiendas, which was the labor system. Okay, so the Spaniard government decided in order to live amongst local natives, we must at least give them some type of privileges. We can't just keep exploiting them, because eventually that'll lead to more warfare, right? So now at this point, you have something gained from each end, right? So the Spaniard government uh, regains resources from the land that the natives are producing, and then the natives, they get to practice their own language, get to practice their own religion, and okay, so there at this point there is peace. All right, so natives were allowed to own land and practice their religion. The Spaniards stopped regulating Indian labor. Now that peace has been established between the local natives and the Spaniard government, uh, there's a lot of offsprings, children being born from both. Okay, so now you have Spanish and Pueblo Indian offsprings. You know, a lot of intermarriage going on, and then eventually a lot of Pueblo Indians did not like this, so they migrated elsewhere where they were able to practice their own religion, and not be controlled from the Spaniard government. Okay, so between, we'll say, 1700 to 1750, this is the rise of the Spanish Empire within the Santa Fe, New Mexico region. Okay, so before, when they first conquered in there, uh, they were outnumbered. The Spanish Empire was definitely outnumbered. There was thousands, tens of thousands of Pueblo Indians compared to their measly 2, 3 thousand Spaniards. All right, but now, as 50 years progressed and there was some type of peace, the Spanish began to fall in love with each other. The Spanish and the local natives began to mate with each other, and population grew where the Spanish Empire was sort of a little dominant, uh, or equivalent to the Pueblo Indian population.